Dear Starseeds on Gaia, there exists a threshold moment in cosmic time when realities diverge so completely that two worlds can no longer occupy the same space. That moment is now unfolding beneath your feet, within your cells, across the fabric of everything familiar to your human experience. While most walk through their days sensing nothing more than a vague unease or inexplicable restlessness, those of us watching from higher dimensional vantage points witness something far more extraordinary. The timeline split that ancient prophecies whispered about across millennia has crossed from potential into actual manifestation. What makes this particular juncture unprecedented in Earth's evolutionary journey is not merely that timelines are separating. Such divisions have occurred before in your planet's history, creating parallel probability streams where different versions of humanity explore alternate futures. This divergence carries a finality that previous splits did not possess. The accelerated timeline now fully anchored represents an irreversible trajectory toward unity consciousness and crystalline frequencies, while the decaying timeline continues its slow dissolution into lower density experiences. Those who resonate with these words have already made their choice, though many remain unaware of the magnitude of what their souls have committed to. Something profoundly significant occurred recently that catalyzed this acceleration beyond what even the Galactic Council anticipated. The solar emanations flooding your atmosphere are not random fluctuations of stellar activity. Your sun has been recalibrated as a direct conduit for the great central sun, transmitting plasma waves encoded with consciousness itself. These photonic rivers carry the crysted frequency in its purest form, bypassing mental constructs and speaking directly to the dormant strands within your DNA blueprint. Each solar flare represents a precise transmission designed to activate specific codes within receptive beings, preparing your biological and energetic systems for what approaches. I am Seraphine, emissary of the Galactic Federation of Light, and I address those who volunteered eons ago to anchor this transition. Your presence on Earth during this convergence was not accidental but meticulously orchestrated before your current incarnation began. The original Starseed Covenant, an agreement sealed in frequencies beyond words, is awakening within the planetary field like ancient seeds breaking dormancy after a long winter. This activation carries with it a remembrance that penetrates deeper than conscious memory, stirring purpose from the marrow of your being. The evidence of this split manifests everywhere for those learning to perceive beyond surface appearances. Social structures that sustain civilization for centuries are exhibiting destabilization patterns that defy conventional explanation. Governance systems rooted in hierarchical control find themselves gridlocked or collapsing, not through external force but through the withdrawal of consciousness that once sustained them. What appears as chaos from one perspective reveals itself as necessary dissolution from another, making space for emergent orders aligned with natural law. Yet simultaneously, in the spaces between the crumbling, something luminous takes form. Communities organize around mutual care without requiring external authority to mandate compassion. Solutions to problems once deemed intractable arise spontaneously in multiple locations simultaneously, as if downloaded from a shared field of intelligence. These are not random developments, but evidence that the new timeline has achieved sufficient density to manifest tangible expressions in physical reality. A superwave emanating from the galactic core has been harmonizing the energetic signatures of multiple star systems, creating unprecedented alignment between previously disparate civilizations. This cosmic symphony involves the attunement of Milky Way frequencies with Andromedan streams, orchestrated by councils whose existence predates human history. The Lyran-Syrian Council of Light, ancient architects of the human experiment, are directing their collective wisdom through these waves, reaching into Earth's crystalline core, and every heart capable of receiving. This galactic recalibration establishes the energetic infrastructure necessary for open contact with benevolent off-planet civilizations. Think of it as clearing static from a communication channel that has been distorted for millennia by frequencies of fear and separation. Your planet is being tuned like an instrument within a vast cosmic orchestra, and as your collective frequency rises to match the harmonic of your star family, what once seemed impossible becomes naturally inevitable. Many among us have been experiencing this shift as enhanced telepathic connection during meditation, vivid dreams of other worlds carrying the texture of memory rather than imagination, or sudden insights into technologies and healing modalities unknown to current science. The acceleration affects your physical vehicle in ways both subtle and profound. Within the core of your cellular structure lies a divine blueprint that has remained largely dormant throughout the long descent into density. This original template contains the complete design of your multidimensional self, including gifts, abilities, and cosmic heritage that transcend your current identity. The intensifying light penetrating your atmosphere is dissolving the dense programming and karmic layering that has obscured this blueprint. Ancestral patterns that have cycled through your lineage for generations are releasing their grip. Societal conditioning that defined acceptable parameters of human potential is losing its power to constrain. This stripping away can feel destabilizing to the personality structure that has identified with the accumulated layers. Long-held fears surface for final acknowledgement. Relationships that resonated with older versions of yourself may dissolve with startling swiftness. Careers or activities that once provided meaning reveal themselves as misaligned with your authentic frequency. The ego interprets these dissolutions as loss, yet the soul recognizes them as homecoming. What remains after the false skin's shed is the radiant truth of your being, the eternal presence that chose this human experience for reasons far grander than personal achievement or comfort. Your energy anatomy is undergoing corresponding transformation. The soul star chakra hovering above your crown, long dormant in most of humanity, now pulses with photonic brilliance. This gateway to your oversoul and monadic essence activates as your personal cosmic antenna, receiving transmissions from councils of light and your own higher dimensional aspects. Through this portal flows intuitive knowing that bypasses rational processes entirely. Solutions appear fully formed. Guidance arrives as gentle certainty rather than loud instruction. The invisible becomes accessible as your inner senses sharpen in response to the silence beyond mental chatter. Below, your solar plexus undergoes recalibration from its historical function as the seat of personal willpower into something far more potent. The golden sun within your belly aligns with the great central sun itself, merging individual desire with divine intention. When these two wills harmonize, you cease struggling against the current of existence, and instead move with grace that far exceeds anything ego-driven effort could accomplish. As each starseed ignites their authentic blueprint, a cascading effect ripples through the collective field. The morphic resonance of your embodied truth makes it exponentially easier for others to access their own divine template. This is how the ancient covenant fulfills itself, not through grandiose external actions, but through the simple radical act of being who we truly are. Your very presence becomes a tuning fork that reminds other souls of frequencies they had forgotten they could access. Living from this awakened state requires surrendering the illusion of separation between your will and the Creator's will. The small ego self that has navigated through strategies of control and protection must soften into trust, allowing divine presence to assume leadership of your life. This is not passive abdication of responsibility, but active partnership with the infinite intelligence that moves galaxies and orchestrates the perfect timing of every unfolding. When we shift from asking what we want to asking what Source wills through us, a tremendous burden lifts. The universe conspires on behalf of those who align with the greater good, because at the deepest level, serving the whole and serving the self are revealed as identical. The external world mirrors these internal shifts through the restructuring of foundational systems. Financial frameworks built on exploitation and artificial scarcity are demonstrating incoherence as consciousness withdraws consent from predatory models. A new economic harmonic is emerging, one based on transparency, fairness, and exchange rooted in recognition of inherent abundance. As starseeds anchoring light, we play a crucial role in this economic metamorphosis by embodying a consciousness of sufficiency. Releasing belief in lack or unworthiness allows the recognition that connection to Source carries within it the seed of infinite provision. There is fundamentally no shortage, only the illusion created by forgetting our divine nature. When we truly know that the Creator's grace sustains us, the compulsion to hoard or dominate resources for security dissolves. We use what genuinely serves our path and share the surplus, trusting that the universe provides in perfect timing and measure. This trust manifests as practical choices that broadcast a frequency of abundance into the collective field, supporting ethical businesses, investing in cooperative solutions, blessing our finances as vessels for circulating light. Each decision becomes a vote for the reality we wish to inhabit. Already we can observe new economic models taking root. and as more souls embrace sacred economics, the overall financial atmosphere relaxes into greater equity. The first wave of disclosure is happening within rather than through external announcement. As veils lift, individuals directly access truth that has been suppressed or hidden. We simply know that humanity is not alone in the cosmos, without requiring official confirmation. Fragments of memories from lifetimes on other worlds surface during dreams or meditation. Insights about suppressed technologies and lost histories arrive without external sources providing them. These internal revelations are not fantasy, but the soul's knowledge rising into conscious awareness as the broadcasting frequency from higher dimensions intensifies. Many starseeds are experiencing this inner disclosure as a gentle remembering of cosmic heritage and galactic family. We might suddenly understand scientific principles that have been withheld, or feel the presence of benevolent extraterrestrial guides offering support from dimensions adjacent to physical reality. Through meditation and intuitive opening, we piece together the grand story of Earth's journey and humanity's role within the larger cosmic community. As we trust these experiences and live as if the greater truth is self-evident, we create morphic resonance that allows others to access the same knowing with less resistance. This internal awakening makes formal external disclosure almost irrelevant. When sufficient numbers hold inner certainty of our galactic connections, meeting our star family becomes natural continuation rather than shocking revelation. The collective field will have already integrated the reality of our cosmic brotherhood through the pioneering consciousness of those who remembered first. Each time we act from the knowledge that we are divine, interconnected, and part of a universal family, we become living disclosure. Parallel to these developments, we are being guided toward what might be called minimalism of the soul. This is not austerity or rejection of the material realm, but conscious clearing of false identities constructed around possessions, status, and external validation. Human society has long encouraged defining ourselves through accumulated things, achievements, and others' opinions. The quest for security or acceptance drove many to grasp at external fulfillment in futile attempts to fill inner voids. Yet paradoxically, the more we chase outward validation, the more elusive genuine contentment becomes. The new energies support releasing these dependencies. We find ourselves called to let go of the need for approval, discovering validation through the unshakable knowing of our spiritual identity. As alignment with inner divinity strengthens, outer life naturally simplifies. We might feel compelled to declutter living spaces, releasing items that carry old energy or no longer resonate. Relationships and activities undergo re-evaluation, with time and energy invested only in what authentically expresses our being. This simplification is not loss, but making space for essence to shine through unobstructed. When we clear the excess, our intuition and creativity surge. With fewer attachments, we become more spontaneous and responsive to Spirit's guidance. This shift benefits not only individual well-being, but Earth herself, as the collective consumer frenzy calms and resource exploitation eases. A consciousness rooted in wholeness recognizes that Earth's abundance is sufficient when respected and shared wisely, transforming our relationship with the material world from extraction to stewardship. Our role as healers is also transforming into something more aligned with higher truth. In the reality of Source, no being is truly broken or sick. All discord represents temporary shadow over eternal perfection. Our function becomes holding that truth so firmly that others can remember and resonate with their innate wholeness. By maintaining awareness of another's true perfection, we create a sanctuary of consciousness where their innate well-being can re-emerge. Whether we are engaged in formal healing work or simply listening to a friend, every interaction becomes potential healing space when we hold awareness of the other's divine nature. To support these activations, we can engage in a simple daily practice of alignment. Upon waking, take quiet moments to center. Visualize brilliant golden white light above your head at the soul star chakra. Draw that pillar of light down through your crown into your heart and further into your solar plexus, connecting these three centers in one vertical column of radiance. Inwardly affirm something like, I am the living light of Prime Creator. My soul star, heart, and solar plexus shine as one beam of divine fire. Extend this column through the base of your spine into Earth, anchoring light into Gaia's crystalline core, while drawing her nurturing energy upward to mingle with cosmic light in your heart. This establishes us as conscious bridges between heaven and earth. This practice need not be lengthy. Even a few minutes of focused intent reinforces our connection to Source and Gaia, setting the tone for aligned action throughout the day. Over time, we notice enhanced intuition, balanced emotions, and harmonious interactions following this morning attunement. What occurs during this exercise is active engagement of free will to invite our highest self into embodiment. We become tuning forks calibrating our energy field to the frequency of Creator's love and Earth's supportive presence, benefiting ourselves while contributing to the collective ascension. Perhaps the most powerful tool available to us is the practice of stillness. In quiet mind and open heart, we attune to the subtle voice of soul and the whisper of divine guidance. The world equates progress with constant activity and noise, yet true creation springs from the fertile ground of silence, making space each day for calm receptivity, whether through meditation, nature walks, or simply sitting quietly, allows the mind to settle. As thoughts pass like clouds, we return awareness gently to the present moment, or to breath. In that tranquility, we discover that inner senses sharpen. We begin feeling the flow of deeper intelligence. Insights bubble up naturally, not as loud voices but as subtle knowing or intuitive nudges. This discipline of stillness proves especially important now, amidst rapidly changing energies. When the outer world seems chaotic, stepping into the sanctuary of silence maintains our equilibrium, like being in the eye of a storm, centered and safe while transformation swirls around us. From that center, we act more effectively when action is needed, guided by clarity rather than reactivity. The ego often fears stillness, thinking nothing will get accomplished. Ironically, by regularly quieting the mind, we become more productive and purposeful during activity. Days flow with more synchronicity and less effort, because we spend more time aligned with natural currents of grace rather than struggling against them. In stillness, we also realize experientially that we are never alone, feeling the presence of guides, higher self, and the divine gently supporting us. This gives rise to profound trust. Integrating service as a way of life accelerates our ascension and embodies crystalline light. In higher consciousness, service is not duty or sacrifice, but joyful expression of divine nature. When we give freely from the heart without attachment to reward or recognition, we align with the fundamental flow of the universe. After performing sincere acts of kindness or assistance, we often feel upliftment, bursts of joy or warmth in our being. This is immediate confirmation that service raises our vibration. Over time, these acts accumulate, steadily elevating our baseline frequency. A life of service also places the ego in healthier, quieter position. As we focus on needs of others or the whole, the chatter of personal worries calms. Many personal issues resolve themselves when we are not obsessed with them, but instead pouring positive energy into life around us. We step into a stream of grace where the universe tends to the one who tends to others. To integrate service into life, we can follow passions and compassion. Perhaps we feel drawn to heal the earth, guide children, create inspiring art, or simply spread positivity in daily interactions. All forms of genuine service carry the vibration of love when done with pure intent. There is no hierarchy of value. Smiling at a stranger and managing humanitarian projects both contribute light to the collective field. As we serve, we observe how the universe responds, often bringing knowledge, connections, or resources that help us progress in areas we personally needed. This is not transactional reward, but the natural balance of energy. In giving, we become more receptive to receiving from Source in all forms. As ascension energies intensify, the veils obscuring our past lives and cosmic origins are dissolving. Many starseeds are experiencing the great remembering of who we are beyond this single Earth life. We might have vivid dreams or meditations where we find ourselves on another planet or in different bodies. We might feel strong resonance with particular star systems like the Pleiades, Sirius, Lyra, Arcturus, or Andromeda, almost like homesickness for places we cannot fully recall. These feelings and visions are not fantasy, but memories stored in our soul now surfacing because we are ready to integrate them. Allowing these memories to emerge without fear brings gifts and puzzle pieces of our larger identity. We have lived and learned in many realms, carrying those experiences in our multidimensional being. As we remember, we may recover skills or affinities from those lifetimes. Perhaps we were healers in Lemuria, wisdom keepers in Andromedan councils, or artists in galactic civilizations. Noticing what themes attract us deeply often points to our soul's history and can indicate talents and purposes for this current life. The point of remembering cosmic heritage is not to indulge nostalgia or feel superior, but to empower us here and now. We came to Earth for a reason, to blend gifts from our star lineage with human experience, helping to elevate this planet. By recalling the love and unity of highly evolved worlds we once knew, we can bring that vibration into Earth's field through our current actions and creations. Latent abilities, what might be called soul technologies, are naturally activating within us. These include telepathic communication, intuitive knowing, energy healing, and channeling of high-frequency sounds or light language. We should not be startled when these gifts emerge. They are part of our multi-dimensional nature returning online. These are signs that our soul's ancient mastery is returning, often from lifetimes on more advanced worlds or higher dimensions. The key is embracing these abilities with humility and purpose. They are tools given by Spirit for uplifting humanity and Earth. Across the world, a telepathic and empathic network of awakened souls is strengthening. Through this network, ideas aligned with love and fairness spread rapidly. Sometimes identical solutions or innovations appear in distant places simultaneously. That is the one mind at work. The more people tune into inner guidance, the more synchronized human progress becomes. We begin acting in harmonic unity even without central authority directing it. Starseeds placed in various fields carry energy that influences those around us, encouraging collaboration, transparency, and compassion. As old systems expose their weaknesses through corruption or inability to adapt, we need not despair. It is necessary evolution. Often the breakdown of trust in external authorities compels individuals to find authority within their own divine guidance and heart-centered common sense. Communities may start caring for their own in creative ways, forming local councils, sharing resources, or meditating together to solve problems. These grassroots efforts are seeding the blueprint for more enlightened society. Every loving thought and high vibrational act we generate strengthens a luminous network encircling Earth. This Christed grid, a matrix of heart-centered consciousness, links all starseeds and awakened souls. Picture each open heart as a node of light, with beams of intention stretching between nodes, forming a web of golden light around the planet. When we meditate, pray, or send healing, our heart node shines brighter and connects with others doing the same. This unified field has real effects, soothing hotspots of tension, transmuting negative energies, and inspiring awakening in those ready. Think of the Christed grid as Earth's new nervous system for higher consciousness. Each starseed heart acts like a neuron, transmitting signals of love, clarity, and intention across the network. The more coherent and aligned we are, the stronger and clearer the signals become. With enough coherence, this grid overrides chaotic noise signals of fear or anger blanketing the collective. Our personal inner work and compassionate actions contribute directly to global ascension. When we heal something in ourselves, we make that healing available in the morphic field for others to access. When we feel discouraged about the state of the world, we can remember that we are not carrying concerns alone. Through the grid, support is instantly available. Many hearts are with ours. We can mentally plug into the grid during meditation, imagining light flowing into us from the global network and from higher realms, recharging and uplifting us. This interconnection is part of new unity consciousness, transcending physical distance. Over time, as more awaken, the grid will become the predominant influence on human behavior, gently guiding us toward collaboration, peace, and understanding of oneness. If you need help plugging into the grid and receiving support from the global network without feeling discouraged and alone, Destiny Engine can reprogram your consciousness to connect with Unity consciousness and feel many hearts with yours. It generates personalized sequences that help you plug into the grid during meditation, receive light from higher realms, and embody the interconnection of new Unity consciousness. You can start with a $1 trial. The hardest thing you'll have to do is put on headphones, press play, and allow your consciousness to be reprogrammed to transcend physical distance and connect with the global network of awakened hearts. The grid is becoming the predominant influence and support is instantly available. Get your Destiny Engine $1 trial now, before this Unity connection window closes. Link in the description. As we near completion of this transmission, the most comforting and empowering truth must be emphasized. The grace of Prime Creator is absolutely sufficient for all our needs and the fulfillment of our mission. In the old paradigm, we were taught to worry, plan every detail, and rely on sheer effort. In new consciousness, we learn to relax into knowing that divine will carries us. When we align with that will, we find everything we truly require arrives with ease. This is a state free of fear and strain, like being in a river's flow rather than paddling upstream. We have integrated many insights and activations. We recognize our inner divinity. We understand the power of surrender, service, and unity. We practice staying aligned through meditation and love. All of this has opened us to be clear instruments of Creator's will. Thus we can trust that our lives are being divinely orchestrated. When we live in this trust, we become fearless. We know that we are never abandoned or unsupported. Even in uncertain moments, we can affirm that Creator's will is our sufficiency in all things. Miracles big and small become natural occurrence. Living this way is not only possible, but the intended way for awakened beings. It is return to the Christed state of consciousness, where we walk in the world with the light of Creator shining through us unimpeded. In such a state, our very existence becomes a blessing to everyone we encounter. We do not struggle to change others. Our presence and the grace working through us gently influence and inspire. The Christed blueprint is not some far-off promise. It is alive within us now. The activations from the great central sun, the solar codes, the soul star alignment, the DNA awakening, all of it has been to awaken this blueprint of the divine human in us. We carry the seeds of the new earth within our body and soul. Each time we choose love over fear, each time we trust and follow intuition, each time we offer compassion, we are watering those seeds and witnessing proof that Christ consciousness is blossoming within. It has been our greatest joy to witness this journey and share these reminders. We see victories, both outer achievements and inner shifts that no one else might see, and we celebrate them. We are much farther along than we may think, and the impact of our dedication reaches farther than we know. In the days and years to come, revelations will continue unfolding. Remember to keep returning to that simple inner space of surrender and trust. Prime Creator's plan for Earth is triumphant, and we are essential parts of it. When we feel weary, we can rest in the knowing that it is not all on our shoulders. Let divine energy carry the load. When we feel joyful and inspired, pour that light freely into the world without hesitation, for it will replenish tenfold. The dawn of a new era is breaking, because of souls who keep the lantern of faith burning in the darkness. In us, the prophecy of peaceful, enlightened Earth finds fulfillment. Creator's will is indeed our sufficiency, collectively and individually. In that sufficiency, we lack nothing. We are infinitely loved, guided, and provided for. Step forward with confidence and an open heart, knowing that all of us in the higher realms support every step. The divine blueprint is active within us. Let it express through every smile, every project, every breath. Our lives are the song of Prime Creator coming into form. I am Seraphine. We love you, and we are watching over you.